A lot of fun watching Becker and Beater, not Becker and Beater, Becker and Bonner and Beater yesterday. This guy's really going to be fun to watch. Yeah, I mean that's it's an impressive day. Those guys got some pitches to hit, and I think a few of them reached that elusive deal where you're just reacting and not thinking and putting your body in position to hit, and that's what hitting's all about. Oh, I think they're plenty capable. I mean, there's no doubt they're capable. I mean, both of them are guys. You're absolutely right with high baseball IQs, and both are very aggressive. And again, I think you could probably ask both them. They'd like to probably have the last couple back, maybe not Nate. I think Nate hit a double his last at bat. And, I think, baseball's a challenging game. I think both of them respect the challenge of the game and understand it's, you got to prepare, and the better you prepare, the better chance you give yourself to have success. I mean, we're not going to put any limits on it, that's for sure. I mean, it's, biggest challenge for him at one point today is everybody down there's talking about it. And, the hardest thing is to not just let it happen. And he was doing that at one point. And, there's a challenge within baseball to be where your feet are. And he probably learned a little bit of that there the last, 4 or 5 innings. They got the same last name. That'd make them very similar. They got, it's as far as, I mean, they're two different players, and it's Jace has got every bit as much power or more than Josh. He's got every bit as much strike zone awareness. There's not a whole lot of guys who can play catch like Josh. I mean, the thing that's going to separate Josh for a long time is his ability to defend is going to keep him on the field, whatever level he plays at, and that's why there's big leaguers. I mean, those guys that are big leaguers can do that.
Starting the season.
How many do you have?
8 strikeouts, 14 batters faced.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's about executing pitches. Bryce does sometimes probably get caught up in exactly what you just mentioned. We really want him to go out and execute pitches, and if strikeouts are a result of that, it's icing on the cake.
And no walks today. It's probably
Did he not?
Yeah.
Was he 3? He was 3-0 on the first hitter and came back, huh? Yeah. He, he's really, he's got a lot of mound presence, got a lot of composure, a lot of confidence. Again, it's going to be fun to watch. Cal's a baseball player. I mean, good middle infielder. Good baseball IQ, kind of like you mentioned about these two guys. Likes playing. Seems like a great teammate. I think first and foremost, just presence. He's got presence. Strike one's good. Secondary stuff was good. Well, you said how many runs were scored. We could talk for a while, but I mean, we got a game in the morning, or tomorrow. So, I mean, it was fun watching the guys. And again, it's Noisy had a 5-hit game.
Noisy. Everybody knows about Noisy.
Yeah, do they?
I think.
We hadn't talked about it.
Last year's question.
But we hadn't talked about it.
What is
He had a 5-hit game. How many mistakes he had?
How many
RBIs. Stakes.
4. Oh, Jace.
Stakes or RBIs.
4.
Yeah, that's a pretty good day.
And 4 runs.
Yeah, and then Rumfield had 4 hits. Let's take that every day. I mean, we just take good at-bats out of them. You're not always going to get hits. You're right. I mean, we really had tried to make a point that, there was a challenge within the game to play the game, the best you can on the mental side of it. It wasn't by any means perfect, but guys competed for 18 innings, and there was a few mistakes, but on the mental side of it, it's early, and every guy's in a different spot as far as physically in this game right now. I mean, you're talking about 3 games in, and 3 weeks of practice is just not going to be perfect right now. I would say McMillan. I would say Brustowski. I would say Devine. Off the top of my head, those guys. He's got a really clean delivery. We'll let his stuff. We'll let you see his stuff. It's going to be firmer than you think. Out of 5'10", really good delivery. Kind of reminds you of that guy that pitched at Washington, but not as high leg kick. Lincecum.
The legacy he left here. I just wanted to continue it, and just do the best I can for this team, and just see how far we can make it. Felt amazing. It was so fun. I was running the base with the biggest smile on my face. Yeah, I just talked to him on the phone. My mom, I went out there and talked to him. He's like, good hit, and like all this stuff. So it was really fun. I think we have the same work ethic. He like makes me just want to be better, because all he does is work at his craft and just try to perfect his craft, and that's something I want to do as well. So any chance I can learn from him, from his mistakes, I'm always for it. A lot. My parents are very dedicated to us. It's really special. They come up here every home weekend, so it's just awesome. Yeah, a little bit, but just try to ignore it and try to get better every day. So at the beginning, it was rough. I will admit it was rough, but you just gotta get used to it and learn. And ever since they moved me over there, I think I've gotten a lot better at just fielding ground balls and everything, just making the transition to the hot corner. So, yeah.
Josh kind of became well known here for his routine before each pitch and talking to the bat.
Yeah.
And it did everything exactly the same way. Are you like that at all?
I'm not really. I don't talk to my bat. I kind of just look at it and take a deep breath and just relax for that bat. But I usually hit the plate with each side of the plate and then look at the bat. That's about my routine. I would say that I got a little comfortable, but I don't ever want to be complacent. There's always a chip on my shoulder, and for this team to just go out and win every day.
I don't feel pressure. It's just kind of one of those things whenever I have the last name Rombeck. I mean, wherever I go, baseball related, usually someone knows who he was. So I don't feel pressure at all. It's pretty cool to be able to see all the people and the lives that he touched in his career, playing and coaching. And wouldn't say pressure, more of just kind of puts that on me for me to want to do the same thing that he did. Because, I mean, we still have umpires in high school and even in college now that they umpired when he was coaching. So it's pretty cool to just be able to see, like, the amount of lives that he touched and impacted. It was several years ago. It was probably, I think, may have been my freshman year of high school. I would watch them play. I wish I had more memories of it, but, I mean, to an extent I can remember some. But, I mean, I just remember how great of a guy he was and just how hardworking he was, and that he held his players to the highest expectations and standards. And kind of, again, that just kind of goes with me. Like, I kind of want to live my baseball career and my life like he did. I think the most I ever hit in one game was 2. I may have hit 3 in one day, maybe in summer ball when we were playing like 3 or 4 games in a row, but no, I've never had that many in one day. I don't want to think about that. Like Tadlock was saying, you just kind of have to be where your feet are. And, I mean, baseball, whether you're having success or struggling, you just have to go into the next day knowing you're 0 for 0. So, I mean, you can have 3 home runs one day and 3 strikeouts the next. So just have to continue to work hard every single day and just put it behind me and keep trying to help this team win and win a national championship. Yeah, I mean, those are 2 good teams. I mean, it's interesting just because, like, high school and college is so different. But I didn't really know what to expect going into it. But, yeah, I mean, I was just looking for a good pitch to hit and trying to capitalize on it. I didn't want to miss many pitches. But those are 2 good teams and 2 good pitching staffs. Just don't really want to think about it. I mean, not really to the extent, but I guess it would be kind of like pitcher throwing a no-hitter or something. I mean, when you're feeling good at the plate, you don't want to think about it. Just go up there and see the ball and hit the ball where it's pitched, and like Tadlock said, just react to it. Don't really want to think about it. Just do your thing and trust your swing. I had some fans, they would ask me, they were like, all right, Ron, we're looking for number 4 or number 5, and I don't know, some of the players were just making jokes with me about if I was going to keep going, but yeah, I mean, I just tried to shrug it off and just go up there and get a good pitch to hit. I mean, Tech has always just been, it's kind of been a family school. Both of my parents went. My brother came here for a year. But I mean, I've always just liked Tech, and obviously it's a great baseball program. But I just think it felt right for me. It was the right fit for me, and just where I wanted to be. So Tech was definitely first. Hopefully in 3 years I'll have that chance again. But yeah, just the coaching staff and the players and just the whole organization. It was just, I mean, I don't know where else you would want to go if you were coming out of high school and to play real college baseball. I had a few from just like local schools, but I mean, no school was really close to Tech. Once I got the offer, I knew I was going to come here. So yeah, it's really cool. In our Red and Black series, I mean, there weren't as many fans as there were today, but yeah, I mean, they all know my name, and I've never met any of them, so that was pretty cool. And just some of my at-bats, just saying, let's go, Nate, get a hit or get a good pitch to swing at, and just cool because I don't even know who's saying it, but I know they know my name somehow. So I think so, a little bit. I mean, it was a lot colder yesterday than it was today, so I think that played a factor a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think just maybe getting the first one out of the way, even for some of the upperclassmen, if they had any like first at-bat jitters or anything, getting that out of the way. And I mean, just everyone, I think, felt comfortable at the plate and on the mound and in the field. So I would say I'm more a pull hitter, center to left field foul pole. I didn't hit many to right field in high school, but I would say I've hit several since probably the summer going into senior year. So, I mean, now it's just kind of seeing the pitch and hitting it where it's pitched, and if it goes out, it goes out.